Welcome to another grand final, everybody! It is the grand final of the Legendary Cup. Hive Mind, again, owning while out drafted. The Owls on the right side. Now, again, this is a grand final. We have a best of 5 series on our hands, and I'll go over the details in just a second. Let me introduce the players first, and then I explain to you what exactly we're looking at here today. So, on the left side, Verhan on Reyna. We got Styroxis on Varian. Captain Rex on Lucio, Boom on Sonya, we got Lagoon on Cassia, and on the right side of the map, Oni Knight on Chromie, Spark on Hanzo, Flyman on Blaze, Joey on Deckard Kane, and Off on Garrosh. Well, I hope that he's on today, because, yeah. Anyways, so we're looking at the grand final right now, and this is another one of these end-of-season tournaments that are played in heroeslounge.gg. Heroeslounge.gg is an amateur league, and this is Division 2 and Division 3 that are playing here. So it's the end-of-season tournament between the two divisions, and the two finalists are the teams that you see here right now. So they're playing for the victory in the championship of the Legendary Cup, which is what it's called. Obviously, we're also going at the same time over the boys in the Mythical Championship, which is Division 1, and I already hinted at it in one of the other tournaments, if I'm not mistaken, that next season is going to be a slight change because they're establishing another division on top of Division 1 that they call Division 1 Plus, simply because within Division 1 there was too much of a skill gap between the top teams and the bottom teams. They wanted to make it a bit more competitive. They wanted to also give an incentive or bigger incentive for the top players that are playing in a lot of those teams, and therefore they established a new one. But that's all for next season. Right now we have the final tournament of season 14. So let's go. At this point, we have at the bottom of the map our 4-man established. The top lane, Sonya going up against Blaze here, as you can see. The Chrome Star is ready in this game. Obviously, when you're looking at any of the amateur divisions, it's not always straight down the meta. Most of the time, we still get like the rough idea of what the meta is, but keep in mind that personal preferences are always going to play a bigger role here than they will in, let's say, the Masters Clash, for example. So throughout the series, you might see a couple of out-of-the-box picks, not only in regards to heroes, but maybe also in talents. In Division 2, 3, and also especially in Division 1, that's not that much the case, but if you watched a couple of the games that we had in the Rare Cup and the Epic Cup, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't watched them yet, let's just put it like this, I would recommend that you go back on the YouTube channel and check them out, because there were some very funny moments. Sonya against ETC, anybody? Hands up if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, special moment set aside for just a second. We got Spark over here nearly going down against the camp. But of course, as you can tell, so far not a single kill has been secured by either one of the teams. Given the fact that we have a Varian on one side, we are of course expecting not only taunt but also quite a few kills. The interesting part is that they don't really have a strong follow-up for Varian's taunt. There is no Malfurion behind this for extra CC, there's no Stukov. We don't have anybody else that can really chip in very fast burst damage like a good mage. You have Cassia, who at least can provide a bit of extra damage. Lucio can technically try to boop the target back in when he tries to escape. But generally speaking, when you're seeing a Varian composition played on the higher level, you normally want to follow that up with some CC that a Malfurion or a Stukov can bring. Now, on the other hand, when you're looking over to the red team, there's quite a little bit of CC and stuns there, especially Garrosh with the follow-up of the jet propulsion. For now, the teams are just going for a race. And I gotta say that owning while outdrafted is a little bit late to the party, and are pretty much losing the halftime show nearly instantly. So that didn't really help them a whole lot. So the blue team has a little bit of catching, the red team has a bit of catching up to do. The blue team, on the other hand, if they are able to just commit once quickly, they might be able to lock this one in. But for now, Hanzo is doing his thing on the right side of the map and is putting that level 4 talent to the test for the extra damage against the Immortal. Whereas now, the commitment is slowly being made, but Jimmy in the back gets locked down for just a moment. He's the one with the Exterminator on level 1 and has to go for the pew 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 here. And they're running it down quickly. Taunt comes out, they're trying to go for Hanzo. Boy gets away, but the Immortal hasn't fallen yet, but it will any second. And again, Sonya is a bit low. Lucio with a save. And they get away, at least for now. Yeah, that Immortal doesn't really look too good. 800 hit points is not a whole lot, so this one is soon going to be taken down. Deckard Kane with potions everywhere. Has a shielding potion here on level 4. We got the stacks coming in for Cassia as well. And here's the final hit. Nice. Yeah, Immortal number 1 is taken. Hivemind claims it. And so far, not a single kill has been accomplished in this game. But I guess we're gonna get some soon, TM. At the latest, when the level 10 abilities kick in. And now at the bottom of the map, of course, here's the push. And we have a full 4-man setup. There's the taunt, there's the boop. They're trying to isolate Garrosh. And they get him. Yeah, that's the kill. Alright. They take him down, Jimmy comes in, drops Garrosh, and now of course this attack at the bottom fort is even more powerful. With one of the biggest threats on the other side gone, they can definitely hope to not only destroy the wall, but also do some damage at the fort itself. Maybe take that fountain down. The level 7 talent kicking in on both sides is going to help too. We have for Variant, the Victory Rush as usual, and the Surge of Light here for Cassia. And it honestly seems like Hivemind is going to take the entire thing. They're taking the fort. Great for them. Another taunt up at the top. But Styroxis, he didn't really have a follow-up here, so they get some damage on Hanzo, but nothing that is really forcing it. Then again, Khaldor's gonna be back in another 5. The safe attempt and the kill. They take down Hanzo, and that's 2 kills to 0 now. The first fort destroyed. A good rotation from Sonya down to the bottom, as Blaze is still holding on to the top lane. And it was pretty well played. That was honestly a really nice move here. The early level 10, well, so to say, the level 8 for Chromie, as she's going into the temporal loop. Yeah, and we're up for a party here. Blue team is currently running the show. Team Hivemind is doing their thing. And at the top, they're likely to lock... Oh, well, actually, no. They're not likely to lock that one in, because everybody else on the red team side is now starting to move over. So they're going to steal that one away. Look at those dirty bastards. They come in, try to go for the steal. Boom is about to go down. And yep, Sonya's dead. No spin to win today. The camp gets taken and the fight is still raging on. 4 versus 4 at the moment, by the way, because Hanzo is bot lane. And that leads to the kill of Chromie. The Chromester gets slapped around a little bit and is immediately dead. So, quick Chromie slapping as Hanzo is holding on to the bot lane. And at the same time, top side now, we got our 3 kills to 1. The early level 10 is another thing, of course, that is kind of important, because that will guarantee you the halftime show if you can lock it in quickly enough. Cassia is also stacking quite nicely, currently sitting at 31 stacks. We have a Sonya on 13,000 damage, Chromie on 20k. And here comes the level 10, so we get the high 5, and off we go. Leap. And they don't even need the leap. Yeah, no leap needed. Instead, the insta-kill against Chromie. This is gnome abuse what's happening right now, so I'm not quite sure if that's okay. Isn't it discriminatory or something like that? Yeah, Chromie gets farmed now. 2 deaths on her already. 4 kills to 1 in total. Level 10 abilities gonna kick in for the red team too. And, well, that brings us straight up into our position where we have a potential second Immortal with nearly 100% shield moving through the bot lane. Because the level 10 wasn't there as the halftime show was over. So now here comes the move straight up for the Immortal. Red team isn't ready to respond. They lock in the level 10 abilities, but they will have to let this one slide. So that is literally 100% right now on the Immortal shield that they can now use to try and bully the top lane. And there's absolutely no chance that this one survives. That fort is gone. It has already taken damage from earlier, so the fort being this low, there is just nothing that they can do. Sonya is still holding on to the bottom of the map on the other hand, so they can't be too aggressive here. They gotta be a little bit careful at least, because this is essentially a 5 versus 4 that they're facing off against. And there we go. Ooh, big North American arrow flying right through the screen, but the kill is there. Temporal loop. And with Cassia gone, they're hoping for more. Even Variant's taunt couldn't shut that down. As long as they get the fort, they're going to be happy, I suppose. Sonya has now also joined the top battle. So now they're trying to turn it on Blaze. The old man telling stories and is only catching 2. But the fort is already gone. Fort down, 4 kills to 2. Here comes the push, straight up for Garrosh. They're trying for Blaze, but they can't get either one. Maybe they can get Blaze in a second, if they follow up on that. But it doesn't seem like it, and Blaze is jet propulsioning out, so no problem for him either. Still a fair lead. 2 kills ahead, 2 forts destroyed. Red team in trouble. Has to half back here now too. And of course, in the meantime, that experience lead that we've already witnessed a bit earlier is now getting extended by the blue team, making even more plays for it. And Jimmy riding down to the bottom of the map. There's another camp that they could technically try and take. And I assume that's exactly where he's headed. Varian should probably try and protect it over here. And that's exactly what he does. Alrighty, so in the meantime, everybody else is just focusing onto the camp. The red team, don't really seem to be willing to fight down here just yet. So instead, they're sitting at the top. They were trying to see if they can maybe catch someone there, I suppose. But just taking the waves down is the next thing on the agenda. Down at the bottom of the map, the entire setup is already coming together for the blue team as they are setting up a few traps, waiting for a rotation of the red team to the bot lane in order to take that camp down that was just taken a second ago. And with a level 13 advantage, they would have a bit of a lead here. And again, there's already a little bit of face checking going on right there with the bushes, but Garrosh is not caught, at least not for now. As also is Indomitable on level 4, so if he pops it fast enough, then Varian's taunt is gonna run empty. But yeah, they're not really making any big plays here. Seems like for now... Oh, well, maybe now? No. Hive Mind, they were hoping for an easy kill. They didn't get it so far, but there's a stun, and we could see the opposite happening. But the Temporal Loop, the taunt, and that's the end of Varian. Varian is down. They try to go for Joey, but they can't get him either. And instead, it might just be the end of Cassia. Chromie gets thrown to the forefront now. But yeah, it's 13 versus 13. And with Varian down for another 15 seconds, this is very likely an advantage for the red team. Owning while out drafted is currently doing their thing. Alrighty, so a little bit of a race happening here at the top 2 because the blue team is not just simply giving this one up. And since they run Jimmy with Exterminator on level 1, they are really packing a punch towards the Immortal. So it's nearly an even halftime show. Slight advantage for the red team. Here comes the next move, this time for Sonya. Jet Propulsion is a bit late and empty, and instead Blaze gets murdered. No time to bunker up, good control here for them. Hanzo's also in trouble, but so is Sonya. And Hanzo, look at you, baby. Nicely done here, coming in with the big plays. They lose Garrosh on the back end of the battle though, and now it's a 4 versus 3 that they're fighting. The Valkyrie is also not connecting here, but Jimmy is just shelling away at the Immortal and is slowly taking it down. So that's another objective in the hands of Team Hivemind. The third one in a row that they are now about to claim. And up at the top side, someone needs to deal with this too. Blaze is now slowly moving over in order to do exactly that. But they're even aggroing the camp so they can take this just in time here. Alright, 35,000 for the Chrome Star, 23,000 for Jimmy. And now they can try and go for the bottom keep. Now, there's no talent advantage for this battle. There's no level 16 that's really threatening. Hivemind still has another level to bridge before they can lock in the next talent here. And of course, for owning while out-drafted, that's even more of a problem. Bottom of the map, the wall is mostly intact, so that's not really an issue either. Spark is already trying to poke this down slowly. Same time now, we got Garrosh looking in from the side. Varian checked out Blaze, nice. Comes quickly in and completes this quest, as they're still trying to play this safe and slow. Valkyrie, arrow, and catches 2. The bunker is up as well. They're trying to drive them away from the Immortal, and so far so good. The leap, on the other hand, straight into the gate, using the choke point here to jump in and try and stun them out. Level 16 talents are now also ready, so they can use them for the battle at hand, and they get the kill against Blaze nearly immediately. Lulcio is able to get out. The keep has fallen, and that's a huge advantage now for Team Hivemind. 5 versus 4, and they're on the core. Already trying to get some damage in here. With a taunt back up on Varian, they might be able to get another kill and end the game here completely. Catapults focusing on the tower in the middle. Oh, that one never gets old, does it now? But the blue team decides that they're not going to try and force it here. They're trying to play it a little bit safer. They've been controlling the entire game so far, so you can't really blame them. So instead, they're simply moving away here. 7 kills to 4. Still a level missing before the Owls are able to get their play with level 16. And that could hurt them quite a bit, because right now they want to take their camp. The problem is that there's the invade, and they might have to let this one slide. I don't know if they really commit to this. I would highly suggest that they just fall back for now, because that 16 talent here is no joke. So yeah, gotta be a little bit careful with that one. Anyways, both of the camps are taken, and that of course allows for an opportunity topside. Not really to take the keep down, but as long as you take the wall, you're prepping for the next big play. And the next play with the objective potentially. So yeah, that wall will fall. We gotta be careful of Garrosh, of course, as usual. But outside of that, they're still doing well here. Taking that one down was important. Valkyrie, Hanzo, and Garrosh with a big save. Nice. The arrow against Varian. He jumps out. The sleep. So much CC. And he gets looped back in. That poor guy was trying to escape and he doesn't stand a chance. Now we have 2 of them down. But oh boy, the third one dying too. Oh my god, it's a cleanup job. Guys, they're cleaning house. 4 destroyed, and all of a sudden they're ahead in kills. Bottom gets attacked, but check that chain out. Look at this. He gets thrown in, tries to get out. Then there's the sleep of Deckard Cain. He gets looped back in by Chromie, and then they get the kill. Oh, that poor guy didn't know what happened to him. He got rubber banded left and right from start to finish. And all of a sudden we have 8 kills to 7. So now there's still a level lead for Team Hivemind, but this Immortal here, I don't really see it happening. This is not gonna happen. As you can see, this is first of all the halftime show already locked in. At least Varian is back, but it's gonna take some time for Cassia to make an appearance too, and it doesn't really seem like there's enough time for Hivemind to save this one. I mean, look how quickly they burn it down already. And with the poke of Chromie, especially with him waiting in the wings, starting to make the play here too. Okay, they're looking for the team fight now. That would be a big shield on the Immortal. So yeah, there it is. Chromie is going to try to get into range to poke it down. But there's the attack. They're trying to go for the kill. The arrow, and Garrosh is down. Big sleep setup from Deckard Cain, but not good enough. The old man dies. Varian is dead too. 5 versus 3 battle. They might want to try to get the Immortal, but either way, they are in real deep shit. They get the kill against Lucio on the other side, but they lose Hanzo in the mix. Chromie was trying to follow up and get the kill against Sonya, but it's not going to happen. With everybody dead except for Chromie. Yeah, you can run, baby. You can't hide. Chromie dies too. 5-man wipe, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, Sonya was trying to go for the Immortal, and then the rest of the team said, guys, you are aware that they are all dead, right? You know that we can try and end now. So they're straight up going for it. It's only Garrosh and Deckard Cain that are soon going to be back. I guess Sonya has to be a little bit careful. Keep in mind, they don't have a support here, so she should not be the one tanking all the damage. That's definitely true. Shield is slowly falling, and so is the core. The catapults are the biggest problem right now, and someone has to deal with that. But if they play it like this, they have to either commit or get the fuck out of there. And it seems like out of there it is. So 43% on the core. Rest of the team is going for the Immortal again, though. So with Jimmy, they're burning it very, very quickly. Varian will have to assist this a little bit. It's still a 5 versus 4, and who are we kidding? If they are taking this Immortal with only 38% left, they're taking it. I mean, you look at the minimap, and Hivemind has every single fort still. There's the stun. Yeah, they get the Immortal. Now they just have to stay alive a little bit longer. But Varian might have some problems with that. Varian rather low, gets body blocked. Sonya barely gets out, and there's the kill. Varian is dead. The Immortal will move through the top. Yeah, Immortal will go through the top lane. Oh, Chromie! Chromie is pulling a Houdini. What the fuck? What just happened? They just slaughtered the entire team. They're crazy. Check this one out. Have a look at that. As they're chasing him. I mean, everybody just got popped. First they went for Chromie, and they just destroyed everybody. The only survivor was Hanzo, and he barely made it out, but that's of course the end of the game. Team Hivemind, they take the first map win in this best of 5 at the grand final of the Legendary Cup. Congratulations.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, ladies. The grand final continues. The Legendary Cup, our best of 5 with Hivemind against owning while outdrafted. Well, they got a little bit owned in that last battle, that's for sure. This time on Aldrich Pass on the left side, we got the blue team with Cap Captain Rex on Anduin, Boom on Diva, yeah, aptly named, Staroxis on Varian, Verhan on Ragnaros, and Lagoon on Cassia. Whereas on the right side of the map, owning well our draft is playing with Joey on Stukov. The entire time, every single time I see that nickname, I'm thinking about what could be a kangaroo hero in the Nexus that that he would fit on. Off is playing Garrosh again. We got Oni Knight on Tassadar, Spark on Hanzo, and Flyman is playing Hogger. So let's go. Let's hog it up and see what's going to happen here. We got already for Tassadar on the level 1 the static charge. We've seen quite a bit of Psionic Storm lately when Tassadar was played. I mean, not that he's getting played a lot, but still. The stacks again for Cassia also coming in. So we're going to keep an eye on her. And I want to say this is the best chance that you get for Lava Wave. But then again, I see that variant over there. We also have the father-son duo on the side of Team Hivemind. They have a little bit of a complicated relationship. Varian is constantly disappointed in his son Anduin, and for very good reason. It turns out that while Varian is a total baller and really likes to go straight up into these melee fights, his son prefers the French defense and is a little bit of I mean, he's fast, you know, like he's really trained in running away from a team fight, and he doesn't really know which end to hold a sword on, which results in him throwing light around the entire time while the sword is on his back. So the two of them have a little bit of a mixed relationship, and it's complicated. It's complicated. It's one of those families, you know. But what I really wanted to say is that this boy that just died, our boy Ragnaros, he also has a little bit something to do with Varian over here. And I think this time the two of them will work together, because the taunt into the Sulfura Smash is what you kind of want to see and would expect. The reason why I say that is because some people might have expected, hey, a Lava Wave here could be kind of cool, especially since we're not playing at the top level of play. The chances of you seeing Lava Wave are a little bit higher. I find myself every single time that the Ragnaros gets picked talking about Lava Wave a bit, because I know that so many people watching these games are really hoping for finally a Lava Wave to come through. But guys, I don't know what to tell you. Lava Wave sucks. It's a shitty talent. Compared to Sulfuras and what you can do with insta-kills, it's just not good. Now, that might be a little bit different if you're playing in Wood League or Plastic League, but on the competitive side, it's not really the talent to go for. I would kind of like it, though, if at some point a team came through with a bit of a cheese strategy, you know, some kind of setup that they have where they might rely on Lava Wave just for the memes and the lulz. But so far, despite the fact that he's being picked up a little bit more often lately, we haven't really seen that. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, up at the top side, we still got Ragnaros doing his thing. I mean, we have 2 kills against 0 now in favor of the red team. So maybe game number 1 woke them up a little bit. And game number 2 is going to be better for them. Bit of a wild build here also. I mean, most of the time it's the engulfing flame that we're seeing for Ragnaros, but this time we're heading into the Sulfuras Hungers and the catching fire. So a bit of a different setup that we are seeing from here now. The blast wave is the traditional setup that most of the Ragnaros players on a higher level display these days, if they play the hero, but not so much in this one. Now with level 4 talents in, that means that Varian can now go straight up for his taunts again. And that's kind of what we're waiting for. So we'll see how this is going to go. I mean, again, I honestly, at some point, this goes out to especially the people that are watching this on YouTube. I kind of need your input a little bit. When we're talking about Varian and his taunts, I mean, we have a lot of mama jokes and other stuff, but we know to go for new taunts. I mean, when we're seeing Hogger, I can totally see what Varian is going to yell at him in order to make him attack him. I mean, that one writes itself. Can just simply yell something like, I have a hamster that looks cuter than you. But anyways, we need to have a few more lines here. So come at me with your best quote of what Varian says to Tassadar, to Hanzo, Garrosh, or any other hero that you can come up with. And we might include a few of those in the near future. But at least for now, we're going to go with the oldies but goldies. So Garrosh is already sitting over here and is hoping to also have a bit of impact at the front line. Level 7 talent kicked in for both. I mean, we're seeing easy rotations here. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of a setup against Ragnaros all the way up at the top. But that's about it. So, we'll see. I mean, right now, we have still easy rotations. Nothing too crazy happening. Quest completed. Level 7 talents are locked in. But nobody's really making a play to get those guys out of Twitter jail over here. Instead, here's the bomb, and boom. A little bit of damage against Joey. Varian is coming in, and the big taunt on the Admiral. But no follow-up. That's always the sad part, when you get the taunt set up. But I mean, he had to reach for it, to be honest, so there's that. Anyways, 2 kills, 2-0. Varian already sitting here at the side. And let's go. Where are you going, dude? Like, I don't know what Garrett is thinking here, but he is out there all of a sudden. He went fully into the middle of them. D.Va isn't even part of this fight. She's still at the bottom of the map, saying, hey, if you guys are just like funning around up at the top, I'm gonna go and push this out towards the bottom fort, and then we're gonna see what we can do here. But as you can see, here it is. The channel on the camp, so they're gonna try and free the prisoners. Free the raiders. D.Va's still busy in the middle. Bot lane, by the way, is suffering. That bottom fort is taking a bit of a beating on the back of it. Yeah, Ragnaros already with the Molten Core. There's the taunt again against Tacita. It's honestly a little bit unfair if you taunt Tacita. The guy has no mouth. He can't even argue back, you know? Like, he can't even just sit there and insult you back or anything. He just has to take it. It's a little bit unfair. So yeah, Varian is a bad boy, confirmed, 100%. But they are now going for the counters. They're trying to get their own camp free. So let's see if they can get the cavalry into play. At this point, it looks pretty good for them, especially since they are the first ones to hit level 10 if nothing changes here. Unless we're seeing a kill, that's definitely going to be a thing. D.Va is already providing a bit more experience at the left side since she's defending against the camp. And there we have it. Cavalry is coming in. And there we go. So now I guess it's time for the bot fort to fall. I would be surprised if they could save that. Varian coming straight in with the shield wall. Anduin with the light bomb. And there's the Sulfuras. I'm sorry, guys. No lava wave. Short distance arrow at the top on the other hand. And Tacita is dead again. Yeah, Ragnaros gets attacked too. Varian already dropping the first taunt at the bottom of the map as expected. It's D.Va against Hogger, and that fort is definitely going to fall. Nobody's going to save that. So here we have it. They're taking the top side. Down at the bottom. Yeah, you won't be able to save this one. I'm sorry. They're abandoning the top too. Look at this. They're just saying like, screw it guys, let's go. We don't want to take this fight, so let's go into the middle. I mean, they literally abandoned the top fort. They literally just said, fuck it, not happening, and moved away from it. Okay, there's the bomb. Maybe trying to taunt someone into it. A little bit of a delayed pushback, but still worked for them. Okay. And, well, let's go. Where is it? I want to see the Sulfuras combo. There it is. No! What are you doing? What was that? Ragnaros, hello? Team? What did you just do? Where was my Sulfuras, huh? Varian is sitting tight. It's just like, dude, really? I set it up perfectly. I teed you up and you did nothing. That was a layup, baby. That was a total layup, and you didn't do anything with it. Nah. That's a call out right there. Our boy fucked up. But then again, they're going straight up for the bottom boss, and well, that one is a lock. Easy peasy. Well, maybe not that easy. Yeah, but now at the top side, technically they can rotate top and try to take this one as well. So, let's see. Are they fast enough? Nah, they're not even trying. Ragnaros is sitting in the middle. You know, he got pushed into mid lane duty right now. The team looked at him as like, no, bro. You totally screwed the last fight up. You didn't get a kill. You didn't even try. And there's that. Maybe Ragnaros didn't have any faith in Varian's insults. Maybe he just said, dude, they're not good enough. Nobody's gonna attack you. You're not able to tilt them. That's not how that works. So bot lane pressure is pretty rough. I mean, they gotta defend that. At the top side, this should be a lot easier for them to deal with. Hive Mind is still... I mean, despite the fact that they're behind in kills, they're in a much better position right now. At least structurally. So down here, this is getting a bit of damage thrown on it. They get the level 13 talent now, and Ragnaros is going for the camp. I mean, again, this should always be taken off cooldown. I've been talking about this for ages, so we'll see. But, yep, let's have at it. Alrighty, so 13 versus 13, 2 to 3 kills, and well, let's go. Where's my combo? Daddy wants a combo. Get the light bomb in for all I care, but I want that Ragnaros setup. I want that Sulfuras. Drop the hammer, baby. Drop it. Virulent reaction, of course. Alright, Garrosh is also completing his quest. And, well, here we go. Varian at the front. The arrow. Ooh. Dodged the throw. And Varian coming in. Where's my Sulfuras? He kills the first one. And there it is. Bullseye, baby. And not in the combo with Varian that I kind of wanted to see, but still, they get the kill and now they go for Tassadar. Only a dead Protoss is a good Protoss. The Swarm for life. That's exactly how it works. Nicely done. 3 down already, 5 kills to 3. And I gotta admit that Team Hivemind, they're popping off a little bit again. Early game, we're struggling a bit more, but right now, whew, boys are on fire. So yeah, going for some nice plays here. And of course now with 3 heroes down, or well at this point 2, not only does the fort in the middle fall, but we're also getting a play straight up for the next prisoner camp. So, yep, that one gets eliminated quite quickly. Okay, they're pushing still the middle a little bit further, trying to take the wall down here. Keep that level 16 in mind, that is gonna hit soon. Here comes Garrosh once again. Light bomb. And Ragnaros, 2 seconds for Sulfuras. That's a kill. That's a kill. That has to... Ooh, that was a big heal. Oh, the kill comes through regardless. The arrow of Hanzo just wasn't enough. And here comes Ragnaros. And he is wrecking them hard. That is not only a dead Stukov, that is a Hogger that gets killed a second later too. The Fleabag is eliminated. And they're making a play for Tassadar. He's dead as well. They are cleaning house right now. Oh boy, 9 kills to 3. A 6-kill lead. The objective underway. They can go for 1 keep, 2 keep, maybe even core. Core is probably a little bit much, but they can definitely do a huge blow now to the inner defense. At this point, we're looking at 22,000 damage for girl Cassia. 31,000 for the man with the hipster beard. Hanzo, as he's ordering his soy latte heated to 36 degrees Celsius with extra sugar, extra cream, and a little bit of sprinkles. I have no fucking idea what you can actually order at Starbucks at the point anymore. But yeah, our hipster man is dead too. He's actually back by now. But with 2 of the 4 of the keeps down, they're making the play for game. And yeah, that one should be a successful one. I would be surprised if the defense holds. But they have to commit. I don't know what I'm playing with the heroes. Ranking the shit out of the core boys. You're going for the wrong thing here. Not sure how to tell you that. What the fuck? Look at this shove. To the middle of the map, literally. Stukov, the big arm right here. They're making the play for core. I have no idea why they're chasing heroes. That thing regenerates, girls. You need to take it down, and you need to take it down quickly. But there we have it. A 2-0 lead in the best of 5 for Team Hivemind as they lock in a victory on Aldrich Pass. GG and nicely done. Alrighty, boys. Game number 3, the 2-0 lead for Team Hivemind. Alright, let's see if the red team can finally put one on the board, or if we got a quick 3-0 victory here on Cursed Hollow, our 3rd map. We got a Medivh combo, which is also kind of nice. And on the left side, it is Captain Rex on Lucia. By the way, this triggers my OCD over here. That's definitely a typo right there, or we're talking about the language that I don't know, but either way, like, fix that shit. Verhan on Medivh, we got Steroxis on Imperius, Boom on Hogger, and Lagoon on Falstad. On the right side, does he have a subscription on Garrosh, or what's happening here? 3rd time in a row, we got off on Garrosh. Yeah, this guy is really going off on Garrosh. Spark on Cassia, Oniknight on Liming, Flyman on Diva, and Joey is playing Brightwing. Since I already can hear the comments in at least my YouTube description, and where's the draft? Why are you never showing the draft? Oh my god, I want to see the draft! Yeah, as usual, I would show you the draft if Blizzard would save those drafts in replay files, but they don't. So whenever there's a live stream, I include the draft, as you probably know by now. But since this is all casted from replays, because this took place at the same time than the Masters Clash, and the Masters Clash is just more important, that means that there's no draft in these. Well, for now, there's another quick spear against Mr. Garrosh, but gets away because outside of Lucio, there's nobody else there. And while Lucio can be annoying, if you don't put an Abathur head on him, he's not really all that dangerous in regards to his damage output. So, there's that. Anyways, we already got Hogger hogging around over here a little bit. Playing pool once again with the Bruiser camp here. And it's going to take that. We got Cassia down at the bottom of the map, going for her own little mini game with a pew pew pew, getting the Qs out and stacking this up slowly. Brightwing with D.Va taking another camp, so we're easy peasy, starting to ease into the game. First tribute is going to be announced in a minute, so we still got plenty of time. We're of course also waiting for the bosses to pop up. Already got some boss plays on the last map, and this is another big one, and this time we have a global. We actually have two globals. We have Trashwing and we have the Birdie, so with both of them we could see some side lane soak and a little bit of players there. So, well, let's have a little bit of a look at what they can do with this. But either way, for the time at least, the first tribute is going to spawn topside. I'm honestly waiting for the camps to be taken. The camps that have been claimed here is still a little bit weird, because the team in blue should have had an incentive to take their Bruiser camp later, since the first objective spawns topside. So normally you're trying to take your own Bruiser camp a little bit late when it spawns on your Siege Giant lane, just so that the Bruisers are getting some time to pressure the mid lane while all of this is happening. The red team, on the other hand, is playing this completely correctly. They're coming in, saying like, you know what, let's take the Siege Giants here and activate them as soon as the objective is about to drop, and then we can simply move to the bottom of the map. The problem is that the blue team knows that too, so they are saying like, hey, let's invade this real quickly. And with Falstad flying in, that is likely to work. D.Va with the explosion on the other hand. The Birdie is down. The camp is taken. D.Va has died. A kill for a kill, but the camp ends up in the hands of the red team. And Hogger is pogging away. Alright, good for them. And Oni Knight is looking here towards the top and saying, guys, this is a freebie. So for the red team, everything is going well now. They got the kill, and they were also able to now grab not only the Siege Giants at the bottom of the map, but also the Tribute. So at the end of the day, it was a huge waste of time for Team Hivemind. Maybe with the exception of our boy Medivh, who's sitting at 30 stacks already. I mean, 30 this early in the game, that's not bad. That's actually really, really good at 3.5 minutes. Are you kidding me? That's great. So, good start for the red team, at least for now. And, yeah, again, pushing heavily at the bot lane with 3. And there's nobody helping them out. They need a little bit of help because our boy Hogger is also in trouble. So the rotation is now slowly coming their way, but they took nearly the entire wall down. And even with the portal move, I don't think that there's going to be any consequences that they have to face off against. In the meantime, it's at least a kill against Li Ming topside, so she was taken down by Lucio and Falstad. But this bottom setup that we are seeing is now even enhanced by the level 7 talents that are kicking in. By the way, Li Ming? Li Ming? What is that shit? Seeker? No Calamity? Yeah, well, as I said at the beginning of the series, there's still going to be a couple of preference picks, but that is not a good one. Brightwing is down. That's 2 kills to 1, so the blue team with a little bit more pressure now. And they're still pressuring the top side even further. And at the bottom of the map, yeah, we have Medivh trying to finish his quest. He's at 35 stacks. There's no way he's dying before that is done. The portal, the interesting one. They actually take the mech down, and they should be able to get a kill here too. And D.Va is dead. Didn't even try to get away. Immediately eliminated, so yep. 36 stacks by now for Medivh, 19 stacks for Cassia, Tribute is spawning, and we're looking at a lead again for Team Hivemind. At least in experience. Early level 10 would be kind of nice for them, but let's see what they can do here. Honestly, just stalling it out, half a level should be possible. The bird is up at the top, and with the global on the other side of the map, that's of course an easy one, or it should be an easy one for them to take. Nice! I like that. Good move by Hogger, putting Cassia into a corner over here. Quest is completed for Medivh if he hits another one, since that's 39 right now. The birdie should fly down. They're so close to level 10. They need to interrupt this just a little bit. Get the bird to soak one more wave, and then they're good to go. And yep, there it is. Any second. The red team should really fall back. There's a level 10 ability, and if you're on the side of the red team, you really need to get the hell out of that fight. You need to give this one up. The bird flies down. I don't even know if that was necessary, honestly. Just hiding in the bush at the top for a second might have done the trick already. So either way, there we have it. One interrupt is in. Now, they need to zone this out a bit better because, honestly, the red team has a chance to also soak the experience to contest it. Half a level, that's doable. But with everybody on the blue team side already down here, they should at least try to get a kill or isolate it and create enough space for it. So Cassia, nah, she's not interrupting. So they're letting this one slide. Two tributes against one. My bad. And off we go. So, with all of that said and done, we got our level 10 abilities in. That gives us the Ball of Lightning. Nothing crazy. No surprises here. We got the Hoarder pulled in again over the Shockwave. Both of them are, of course, taken these days. Hogger is still playing it out on the camp as usual. Cassia is trying to retake the Bruiser camp on the right side. We're now 7 minutes in, so the bosses have by now spawned, which means that we could see a rotation from the teams towards the boss points. And we're even having a bit of an attack against Garrosh, but Brightwing with a save, and they have to fall back despite the fact that Medivh just used his own ult and dropped the ley line on this. So that didn't really do anything for them either. Next tribute is up, and that could be a curse. So... not really... I mean, again... If you have the Gust ready, the position isn't really too bad for them. They have the earlier one in. Hogger, on the other hand, is really low. I mean, I have no idea what he's doing here. I don't know why Hogger is still at the bottom of the map. If they want to give this up, fair enough, but then at least try to not lose someone topside. And Hogger, he wanted to get the extra way. How are they winning the 5 versus 4? They're taking down Garrosh. I don't know why they gusted this one, but okay. They might still get the kill because here comes Hogger. And yeah, that's bad. Cassia down, but so is Lucio. Hogger screwed that up a little bit. Still, 4 versus 3. And they might get the... Oh, beautiful Impale. Yeah, they might get that curse now. That's the end of Diva. And they're coming straight in for Li Ming too. She's likely gonna get out here unless they're heavily committing to it. But now they can easily go for the channel. And I'm a little bit surprised that nobody did yet. So, yeah, finally the birdie is the one. But he might be just a bit too late because Garrosh is already back. And they kind of screwed this up. They had it. They had it. And now they have to fight the battle again. Now, to be fair, they got the level 13 talent and they nearly get the kill against Garrosh instantly. But instead, the bird is low and the bird is dead. Yeah, Garrosh is again on the run, but he survives, and they're turning it! What the hell is happening here? This is getting crazy. The red team, they had lost the fight and the tribute, and then they're coming back and winning it. They're taking down Medivh, they drop Hogger. What just happened? They didn't go for the channel right away, and now they're looking for Lucio. They're trying to get the tribute. They can go for boss. I mean, the fiesta is real. That was a bit of a throw that we just saw. Hive Mind, they went full lemming on this one. Yeah, that was not a good look. They win the fight in a 4 versus 5. And when Hogger comes in, they get another 2 kills. And now all of a sudden it turns against them. They lose not only multiple heroes, they lose the boss, they lose the tribute. Thankfully for them, it was not a cursed tribute. So I guess there's at least a silver lining to all of it. But still... kind of fascinating. Now at the bottom of the map, as you can see, the boss is still up and the blue team hasn't gone for it. And they are trying to defend the top lane. But here comes the next tribute too, so eventually you gotta abandon that. You have 26 seconds to deal with it. The fort likely gone. And they can take position down here at the bottom of the map pretty quickly. Li Ming trying to take the camp, alright, locks it in. Rest of the team is now moving in too. Even talents, no advantage. Hogger, yeah, you're surrounded, dude. Like, you are literally surrounded. You need to get the hell out of there. Quickly, by the way. Same is also true for Imperius. And we'll see. I mean, the Imperius main tank setting is also assisted by Medivh, and that really helps. But outside of that, it's been a while since we've seen the Imperius main tank. Not really straight up down meta anymore. There's another big fight happening again, and Diva dies nearly instantly. So the blue team has the upper hand once more. Maybe this time they're going to go for the channel a bit quicker. Good Gust, nicely done. And that's a curse. All of a sudden, the chase is on. Oh, Medivh! The portal! And they're able to get another kill, aren't they? They go for Garrosh. They should be able to pick him up here. And they do. Li Ming in trouble. And that's another one. Yeah, it's a triple, baby. They take down 3. Joey is in trouble. Oh, but Li Ming with a full setup here, getting the kill in against Medivh. But of course, the top fort has now fallen at the bottom of the map. The siege giants are still doing a little bit of work here. But the camps themselves, they won't be able to do anything. This, by the way, never do this. This is useless. Always go for the minions and start to attack the wall. If you're in that position, this is utterly useless. Let your own minions take it down. If anything, send Falstad back to deal with the 2 siege giants. That's all that you gotta do. And then Falstad can fly in with the rest of it. But attacking an outer structure like this, when your opponent has less numbers than you on the map, is a waste of time. So, yeah, huge mistake by the blue team. Take the siege giants down with 1 hero, make it Falstad so you can fly back in, and then let the minions deal with this, and you in the meantime take those minion waves and attack the wall here. They have pretty much claimed every single fort, but they could have had a much bigger impact through that curse. So yeah, definitely a bit of a misplay here from Team the Hive Mind. So keep that in mind for your own games. Let the minions do the job on the outer ring of defense, on the forts. You deal with keeps if you have the numbers advantage over your opponent. Poke those walls down a little bit and prep for later in the game. Either way, we got 9 kills to 7, and the next fight is over the boss here, and they are fighting. And the red team is taking that battle despite the fact that they don't have a level 16. And they're in trouble. They're really in trouble. Once again, they're about to lose Li Ming here. She's the first one to fall, but not the only one. Cassia dies too, and that's a double kill. Oh, it's a triple, baby! And now it's time to not chase. Don't chase too hard. Either go for the boss or try and take a keep down. I mean, you have 24 seconds. Well, they decide to chase with everything that they have. So as long as Garrosh saves a bit of time, this is actually going to be a win for them. So yeah, Garrosh is now down, but what are you going to do with it? I guess you still have to take the boss here. Will happen one way or another. A bit of a staggered death too. The gap is 30 seconds, so there's that. But here we go. So they're starting to come in, take the boss, claim that one. 13 kills to 6, and they're just looking fantastic here. Now they don't have the talent advantage anymore. What's happening? Are they trying to time that? I guess they do. Apparently a little bit of a timed boss attack at the bot lane. Yeah, I'm not so sold on that. They don't have a talent advantage or anything. Could also steal a few of the camps away and push maybe another side of the map, but either way. Timing the boss around their aggression now. Next tribute is also up. They gotta be careful around it because the red team still has 2 tributes to their name, so technically it could be a curse if they're able to sneak somebody in. Anyways, now we got the push at the bottom of the map. They're really trying to push through with that. Again, pushing 2 lanes might have been the better choice here, especially against the Garrosh setup, but either way. Let's see what they can do. Now moving into the middle. Okay, that's more like it. Going to the middle, taking Brightwing down. Nice! And there's the ley line. So the boss is still pushing the bot lane. They're focusing on the middle. Take the wall down here. Take those gates down. See if you can maybe grab somebody else. But also make sure that you eventually send someone to their tribute. Or if you lose that fight, you might be in trouble. So yeah, a lot of plays to the portals now. They try to take that keep down at the bottom. This one hasn't fallen yet though. And you don't want to overstay your welcome here. Keep in mind, this is even talents that we're talking about. Brightwing is dead, but that's 15 seconds that you got. So send someone to the tribute, take that first, play it safe. Only one that hasn't died in the entire game is Imperius, by the way. So, yeah. And they're trying to go for the camp. They're getting a little bit greedy here. Hogger gets quickly locked down. They try to take the camp. They can't. Cassia is dead, though. Can they get more? The camp is taken. Explosion. Medivh is dead. Lucio wasn't here. He took the tribute. Hogger is down. And they want more. Oh, the kill against Garrosh. Brightwing was so close to save Garrosh, but no. The bird is dead too. Oh my god. We're in for a brawl here, aren't we? Yeah, 3 against 2 on the map. 1 boss is back to business and could be taken technically. Li Ming went glass cannon. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, they need to abuse that shit. I mean, if a Li Ming with glass cannon gets away with her shit, then you did something wrong. You need to punish her. You need to come in and really, really punish her for that. So far, she died 2 times. Now that they know she has glass cannon, they should be a bit more aggressive around trying to aim for her. Whenever they can get a kill or whenever she gets too close to any of the action here, she should be focused immediately. That's the best play that you can go for. But of course, now that so many heroes are down, they go for the boss and they try to take that, and nobody can really stop them. So that is a strong push through the top, and that is going to be a curse. I'm not really a fan of how Hivemind plays this right now, because they have still a couple of heroes that are dead. If they lose another one now, that's a staggered death that they cannot afford. So they keep it for now. They got the level 20, which is important, and here comes the curse. Yeah, that's the problem. That's really what they should have been a little bit more careful about earlier. 60 stacks for Cassia, no joke either. So that's pretty decent. And here we go. That's the play straight up through the top. And need to try and defend this as quickly as they can. They have the level 20 talent advantage, so there's that. But they go up against the Siege Giant Cam, against the boss, and against the Curse. And the Curse alone is going to drop all of the forts. And probably more than that. I guess this keep is gone, so they push the fight behind it. There's the ley line, baby! Li Ming gets caught, and that has to be a kill. Why is nobody going for the grill with the glass cannon? They're literally ignoring her here. There it is. There's the kill. And they're gonna go for another one. Hogger is going pong, 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 pong. And by now we got at least Cassia, Li Ming, the mech destroyed. Falstad has fallen. They're trying to go for Medivh. He's all alone. Medivh is going 1v3 here. And he dies. Alrighty. The core, by the way, is also losing shields quickly. The blue team has a problem. They're looking at this, they're like, team? Somebody needs to help us here a bit. Okay, Brightwing is still there, D.Va is still there. They haven't given up on this yet. They want to end the game. They're trying to end it right here now. But I don't think they can. They shouldn't be able to. Nobody's attacking that boss except for Hogger. 57% on the core. They're still going for it. That core is falling. The Siege Giants are there too. Stop playing with the heroes. Take those Siege Giants out, or at least push them back. 35%. And they're still fighting the fight. The big one right here, where they're trying to chase them down slowly. They're making a play for Brightwing. They're making a play for Garrosh. He at least is going to fall. It's just a matter of time. There's no way he's walking out of this. And up here to the top, Lucio gets attacked too. Garrosh? Ah, come on, guys. Can you stop splitting? Just take him down. There it is. Okay. Finally is dead. Late kill against him, but that's now 60 seconds where the other team has only 4 on the map. But it doesn't really change the fact that they need to make a play now, because you have 20 versus 20. It's 20 kills against 12. That in and of itself is kind of interesting. 18 minutes in, 32 kills. But you look over to... They should go for the boss, honestly. Guys, you have Mighty Gust, you have the Wind Tunnel. You need to go for the boss. Go in. If there's a problem, use Wind Tunnel. Either way, go for the boss as quickly as you can, because later on you have to protect the top lane. And they have to also fight for this boss as soon as it's up again. Let's not forget about that, because if that bad boy gets taken, it's a sure win for the red team. So, yeah. This is an interesting one, to tell you the truth. So, let's see what we can do here. The boss is at least taken. I mean, that was more or less a given. It's kind of funny that the red team is ahead now. They got pretty much murdered the entire game. And then they won that one fight. They get a boss, they get the tribute, the curse. And then they're just killing them. 35 on the core. That's a pretty good setup. So, I guess now it's a bit of a counterplay attempt of Team Hivemind. Taking the Siege Giants down here apart, that would be kind of important. One is already dropped. Falstad, again, it's only the second tribute. Not really the most important thing in the world right now. But it's a freebie. And he can fly in. Medivh is already on the way down to the bottom, but both of the lanes again now also pushed by those camps that were taken earlier. And down here, the birdie needs to fly in. Alright, there's the potential play for the keep. Ley line! Medivh is cheating again. And they still need to keep an eye on Li Ming. They need to really react a little bit quicker when she is a good target. Earlier, it was ridiculous how long it took them to take her down. Keep an eye on Li Ming every single time you go into the fight when she has glass cannon. Once that girl pops her head out a little bit too much, she has to be focused. Right now, the keep, they might even save it. And the mid-keep on the side of Team Hivemind, that's a bit of a different issue too. Yeah, there's the kill, no shield, and all of a sudden it's a 5 versus 4. Ley line or no ley line, that might save you for a few more seconds. But as long as D.Va prevents everybody from Hearthstoning back, you're gonna have a problem one way or another. And the problem is this. This is the keep, guys. This keep is gone. That keep is gonna be destroyed in just another moment. There's no way that they're holding this. Just absolutely none. Look at this crap. That keep is down. Unless they can... No. It's 2 keeps gone. And the boss at the top, 10 seconds. So if the red team just takes the boss, it's over. It's 29 seconds until Imperius. If they just go to the top and take the boss, the game's over. All they gotta do. Now, maybe they have a chance to also push it here in the middle, but they shouldn't really. They should have rotated way quicker. They should have been here already. I mean, you could see that the boss was up. So now Medivh, I guess Medivh and Falstad have a chance to steal it away because Imperius is going to be there. They could have been here 10, 15 seconds earlier and locked that boss in. But either way, now it's going to be a play for it. Curse, yeah, well, good luck with that. Even if you take the 2 keeps down on the other side, the one in the middle and the one at the bottom, that's not going to do anything for you if you lose the boss. So it's all about this play right now. And Falstad isn't here. Falstad, I have no idea what you're doing, bro. You need to fly. You have Gust, baby. Like, Medivh is dead. Falstad even tried to Gust. I guess they're backdooring. I don't really think you can do that. The game's over if this is not successful. The boss is ending it, and they know it too, but everybody is here. If someone interrupted the flies at the top, then maybe, but there's no way. If they coordinate this a little bit better, maybe they have a chance, but without Medivh and anybody interrupting the hearths, this is just not happening. 91%. They don't have the damage output against the core here. There's a little bit done, but it's another kill as Imperius falls. The backdoor idea, not a horrible one, honestly, but the execution, not the best. If they can interrupt at the top, if Medivh drops the layer line topside and interrupts, then that's a different story. But as it stands, the boss is already on the core. He's going to do the job, and we're going to go to game 4. We're going to go game 4. It's pretty incredible, but the red team is able to win this one. The boss is wailing away. This is going to be the first victory in the series for the red team. So yeah, good stuff for them. Nicely done. 71% on their own core, and they take Team Hivemind down here on Cursed Hollow and force game number 4 in this best of 5 grand final. Game number 4, owning while outdrafted, was able to put a point onto the scoreboard, everybody. So now we are in Volskaya Foundry, and it's party time. We got on the left side, Team Hivemind with Styroxis on Uther, Verhan on Hanzo, Captain Rex on Lucio. Again. I mean, honestly, I've been talking about Garrosh a little bit on the other side, and as you can see, Off is playing him again. But we're also having a Lucio in pretty much every single game here for the blue team, and I think the red team should have banned him at some point. Boom on Hogger, Lagoon on Kira, and on the right side of the map we got Spark on Cassia, Joey on Deckard Cain, Oni Knight on Tychus, Off on Garrosh, and Flyman is playing Diva. Okay, let's get this party going and see if they can force game number 5, or if this is the map where it all ends. Now, first and foremost, we got Uther as the main tank here, so a double support setup for the blue team on the map here. Tychus for Odin later on in the game. We got Deckard Cain, of course, also in. And yeah, they really love their Garrosh. It's a little bit surprising to me that the teams haven't adapted a bit to the ban patterns here. So we haven't seen Garrosh banned out. I mean, obviously, since he was played every game. We haven't seen any special attention giving to Lucio. Either ban him or, I don't know, just pick him away, whatever. So it's a little bit strange that a lot of these preference picks just go through time and time again. Especially considering how much of an impact Lucio had throughout all of this. That's something that surprises me just a little bit. Also, another staple is that we've seen Cassia in pretty much every single game, so that isn't really too shocking. She's still fantastic. To be fair, we have seen her on both sides, so it's not like only one team played her here. But since we now are on Volskaya Foundry, it means that it's all about the items, and a little bit about the items. That's why we have the teams moving immediately for the turret camps. Also, Uther! Our boy in a little bit of trouble here for just a second, but don't worry. He already has some help on the way, so they're moving straight up for that. Trying to help out here. Lucio going up against Tychus. Yeah, it's the summer season again. 25 degrees in Valencia, Spain these days, and sunny skies without a cloud in sight. Big shout out to all of my Northern European homies that have still to suffer through the rain and the shitty weather. Even though I'm told that in a couple of days, apparently, a bit of a heat wave is hitting at least Germany. So they're expecting 28 degrees. So yeah, you deserve it, guys. After you've suffered through not only the winter, but also the constant rains over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, at least you get a little bit of good weather too. And Tigers, he knows about all of it, because he has already pulled out the swimsuit. Yeah. Diva dead. So yeah, Tigers went straight for the Speedos and the Super Soaker and said, alright boys, summer is coming. But anyways, 1 kill to 0 as we have once more the red team. Maybe with the momentum out of game number 3, starting to own here a little bit and get a kill in. Now, the next objective, the first objective, is being announced, and that is going to start the party off. We have In the Rhythm for Tigers, so there's that. Top side, we already got our camp about to be pushed out. Lucio is still... I mean, again, Lucio is annoying at any rate, but I would have banned him probably 5 times over, considering how he's been having a huge impact in the last couple of games for Team Hivemind. But anyways, now that the objective is up, the teams are first and foremost deciding that it's time to go for the next item. And there's the healing beak. Yeah. And at first nobody wants to take it. Everybody's just like, yeah, nah, you take it. I don't really want to. So yeah, items are taken. And now we can go for the first objective, but... yeah, okay, Uther is going for it. Anyways, down here, they're trying to get a little bit more damage done against Diva, so here we go. Same time, we got top side already our little play. And yeah, it's time for the big fight, but the level 7 talent kicking in sooner for the red team than it does for Team Hivemind, but they get their own talent just a second later. And in this case, we got the Guardian of Ancient Kings. Okay. Yeah, looking maybe more so at Deckard Cain and some of the stuff. But still a bit of a stalemate over here. Yeah, the top lane is still a bit split. I mean, Hogga is guarding the camp as much as he can. Tigers is the only one that is still sitting on lane against him. And down here, what else are we getting? For now, we just have a little bit of outside poke as nobody's really making a big play for this by any means, as you can see. But the red team has taken over, and now all of a sudden they're leading the charge. And they really have to push Garrosh off if they want to take control again. And that's why we're having Kira come into... Alright, there she goes. There's the stun. Kira goes in for Wakanda. But immediately, bam, there's the beacon that she has to drop. It was a little bit of a dangerous moment here for Lagoon, so he drops the item just to be sure that he doesn't lose it to the opponent. But they're reclaiming the position, so that's good for him. They're able to at least get a little bit closer to the first protector of the game. But it's also item time again. I like at least how both of the teams are really diligent about going for the item spots. That's really important. Making sure that you're not falling back on that and that you're always at least drawing even with your opponent is kind of important here. But the red team, you can tell they definitely want to bring this to a 5th map now. The problem for them is though that they are now trading heavily behind on the checkpoint, and if they are getting pushed off, then it's protector number 1 for Team Hivemind right away. And they're losing hit points quickly. I mean, very quickly. That could be an easy kill. They're already going for Diva. Oh, but Uther's the first one to fall. Uther down. The Ghost lingering around. Can they get the counter kill? Diva is low. Cassia is low. Tigers isn't looking too great either. And he walked straight into them. So, yeah, Uther dead for another 10. But they're taking it. Everybody was too low. They had to retreat. They had to fall back. And now all of a sudden it's protector number 1 in the game for Team Hivemind. And they are moving straight through the middle. Likely going to drop the gate and the wall and then go to the top. 1 turret, 1 tower is enough. And here's the move. Always try to take the fountain down. Fountain is going to be eliminated so that they can prepare for the next objective. That's at least the idea behind it. Make a move for that. The level 10 abilities should make that so much easier for them. We got Uther with the Divine Storm. Yeah, and, well, the rest of them is moving topside too, but nobody has really made a play for the fountain just yet, but they really need to kill this thing. Or that objective is not going to give them anything. But there we go. Bam! That one down. If they can take the wall, that would be nice as well. Ults on both sides now. And for our girl, we get the Unrelenting Strikes right here. Okay. Garrosh, 1 stun, 2 stun, and that's a dead Garrosh. Now they could have timed that, I guess, a little bit better. I mean, they unleashed a lot. let's be honest, they went for Hanzo's ult, they went for Uther's ult. If they stack the CC a little bit better, then they don't have to use all the cooldowns, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, they got the kill, and that was important in that situation. Now, at least, can he stay alive? Yeah, okay, he gets out. But yeah, be a little bit careful there. Anyways, the one thing I also want to highlight is the stack amount on Tychus, because he's been doing a fantastic job getting his in the rhythm stacked. Yeah, he is looking great here. Here comes the play again, and all of a sudden, Hogger is down. Hogger pulled the Houdini and disappears, but then the unrelenting strikes drop Cassia, so she's dead too, and it's Brawl City at the bottom of the map once again. They're trying to go for Hanzo, he gets taunted by the Warlord's challenge, but yeah, nobody else is dying, at least for now. 3 kills to 3. And Tychus is 82. 80, oh, baby! Damage over time! And he's dead. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't like speedos like that at all. Like, I don't know. I don't know when you guys went to school. We had one of those sports teachers back in the day, Iron Mike, who always wore his DDR pants. And those sports pants back then, let's just say they were very short. And I don't know, like every single time we had a little bit of a huddle and just sitting around, and he would like talk in school about something. I mean, the guy had literally just one of his balls dropping out of the pants all the time. And it was not really the most pleasant side. Those are the scars that I've left with after leaving school. And I hope that some people can at least share a little bit of my pain. But if you remember the fashion style back then, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, pretty bad. Every single time I see that stupid Tychus skin, I have to think about that shit. Every time. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Oni night, the balls go into the pants. Just telling you, alright? If you already go for something like that, yeah. What was that? I mean, alright. That one didn't go anywhere. Diva, on the other hand, she went through the gate and she is gone. So, easy peasy. But yeah, since we're talking about that right now, a little bit of a shout out. Iron Mike. Heidelberg, here we go. College baby. Oh, no. The guy was a legend. The guy was absolutely a legend. I gotta give him that. We had a girl that got pregnant in the last year of school, and one of the main classes that she was in was sports. I mean, you had to take like focus classes back then, right? And so she was pregnant, and at some point we had to do, I don't know what we had to do, some athletic stuff. I think we had to like jump or something, and she's like, oh, but I can't do that. And he's like, why? But well, I'm pregnant. And he's like, so what? The problem is I can't get the tone of his voice correctly, but the guy was a fucking legend. He didn't give a shit. Like, she was pregnant, and he was just like, so? Oh, anyways. Yeah, okay, so, back to the... It's the Speedo Tychus. I'll blame it on the Tychus skin. I'm very sorry, but again, like, you can't... I mean, look at it. Anyways, so we got our 4 to 3 kills now, and it's time for objective number 2. And so far the teams haven't really committed massively on it yet, but I think that's about to change because everybody is starting to go topside, and there's the kill! Hanzo! He got at least the turret out, but that's a quick kill against our boy, and now the turrets they're firing away, but guess what? The red team is doing so too, and that's a kill against Kira. And with that double kill, the situation has changed quite a bit. And owning while outdrafted is all of a sudden in control of the game, more or less. Still a bit behind in experience, but they control the map for now. Can go for the item and for the objective at the same time. And that is looking pretty good. Hogger, then again, he's at least trying to steal that away down at the bottom of the map. And here comes also Captain Rax. Alrighty. 16 to 15. I mean, that's a saving grace for Team Hivemind, that they got the talent advantage. Now, they also will have everybody back on the map in just a second, but time is running out. They have 70-80% against them. Unless they're making a really quick play for the objective, they're gonna lose out on this one. But, okay, Garrosh moves away. They're at 97%, so they still have to fight once more if they want to take the Protector. And look how aggressive they are. They know that they have a talent advantage for a few more seconds. They're trying to play around that. In comes our boy, Lulcio. And yeah, maybe another play for Diva as they're already moving back into the middle. The stun could be the follow-up. Nope. And yeah, not even a little bit of damage against Uther and Lucio, so they're still fine. 97% against 58, but it's really about the team fight at this point. But there's the level 60 now for the red team, and they want that 5th game. I mean, damn. They can smell it. They can smell it. Yeah, then again, Team Hive Mind, they're going for Garrosh. Oh, they're stun! Nice! Big ult from Uther there, getting the stun that he needed. And they take Deckard Cain down. Cassia's also isolated. And that is killing the spark of Cassia. She's down. And with 2 eliminated, the objective at the top of the map is once again up for grabs. And it seems that the blue team can lock it in after all. Our boy Hogger is already going for the next camp. We have 110 stacks now for Tychus. 32,000 damage for him. But of course, at the same time, we're looking over to Hanzo, who's also nibbling at the 30,000 damage range. The fort is likely going to fall before the objective is even dropping on the map. And so far, so good. I gotta say, it's a little bit of a back and forth here. The entire time, it seems like Team Hive Mind takes the lead, then the red team coming back into it. And now a lead once more for the blue team, with our solo lane at the bottom still being controlled by both of the offlaners. Diva and Hogger are both here trying to do their thing. And Hogger is slowly attempting to chip away at the wall so he can take that fountain down and prepare for the 3rd objective. That's exactly also where the Protector is headed right now. At this point, we only have a driver. Do you actually call it a driver? It's not really a driver, right? It's a pilot. Yeah, of course, it's a mech pilot. We watched enough. Well, first of all, we watched Pacific Rim. Pretty awesome. Honestly, as far as trash movies goes, pretty good. But we also watch a lot of Gundam series, so yeah, it's definitely a pilot. So, yeah. But I think it's called a driver here, right? Nah, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, we're piloting that shit out of it. So, they only have a pilot on this one, but they need a gunner as well. Ooh, hello, Hogger. He said hi. And, well, with that, there... Can you guys finally get someone in? There we go. Hogger, the man at the gun. Exactly, he's going for the Gatling, and now we can just simply start to take down the fountain. I suppose they at least eliminated the wall, but I gotta say that was a pretty not impactful, impactless. I don't even know. Not very impactful objective. Today is a weird day. I honestly don't know why, but today is a weird day. Anyways, like that thing did nothing. So that did absolutely nothing. I always feel that one day we're gonna have like a game in which one of the guys finds a secret button and the thing just pulls out a sword. That's what has to happen one day for sure. By the way, they are going for Hanzo and they are getting him. So he is dead. Easy peasy. Oh boy, wait, maybe Kazuya, can they get the counter kill? No! The flip, Kira, and she's dead. Double kill. Yeah, by the way, what a bait and switch that was, right? Pacific Rim, like the entire time they're fighting all these kaiju and all that shit, and then at the end, all of a sudden, the motherfucker pulls out a sword. And I was just like sitting there, I was like, where the fuck was this sword the entire movie? Where the fuck was this shit the entire time? Are you kidding me? We could have had sword fights with those things from the first minute. I mean, seriously. And I expect that at one day, the Protector is going to do the same thing. Someone is going to find the Easter egg secret hotkey combination when you're in the gunner's seat, and all of a sudden that thing just transforms and gets a double blade out or something and just slicing and dicing away, and you can play Fruit Ninja on Volskaya Foundry. That's what's happening. Mark my words. It's going to happen one day. There's an Easter egg here somewhere. Anyways, level 20 is nearly in. 7 kills to 7. I gotta admit that the blue team isn't really as far ahead as I thought it would be. But they are still obviously holding on to a lead thanks to the 2 forts they were taking out. But given the fact that they won both of the objectives and also controlled the macro game quite nicely, I think they should be way farther ahead than where they are right now. There's the... Oh! Fuck me! What an arrow! That thing was hype! Baby! That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Deckard Cain is down. Stun into stun. I'm a little bit more shocked they didn't get more kills out of this. Check this one out. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Here we go. There's the arrow. Bam! And then the follow-up of Uther with a stun. Boy, that was good. That was amazing. Bit of a shame that they weren't able to wipe all 4 of them, because that play definitely deserved more kills than it got, but it got some. 135 stacks for Tychus. That puts him to 49,000 damage. And yeah, we're in for a party over here. We get our 9 kills to 7. The blue team is still ahead in talents. Storm talents have not been reached by owning but outdrafted. But with Odin, they're trying to fight back here, and they had to pop it earlier. They couldn't even wait for the big red button. Objective is now up as well. Lucio has still not fallen, and I guess they can defend the keep for now. Cassia is also stacking, but she's not really getting that much done. I gotta admit that the mount synergy is oddly working for me. The golden cock where that Cassia is riding here fits quite nicely with the skin that is being used. So when we're talking about the skinergy and also the colors being used here, I mean, chapeau. Tip to the hat, my friend. Anyways, Hanzo, he needs to go for another arrow like this. We want to see another one. That arrow needs to be solid. Now, down here, we have another camp taken. We currently see them just trying to go for the top a little bit heavier. I mean, they still want to get the keep, right? So they could try and take that one down. Also, we have enormous damage output on pretty much all the heroes on the blue team side. Especially Lucio is sitting at 41,000, Uther on 16k, granted. But Lucio is, for example, on a higher damage output than Cassia, just saying. And the other, Kira. Alright. 9 kills to 7 now. Alrighty, and still, like, everybody ignores the bot lane. That's the moment, boys. Can someone please try and take this? You don't have to send all 5 there, but can at least one of you make the move? It's nice that you're trying to play it out without the objective, but at the same time, let's go for the next one. Top keep still low. No globals this time, so nothing they can do here, but catapults will push it out eventually, I suppose. Next one is not spawning now though, so it's only spawning next wave, and that's still gonna take some time. So for now, they are finally taking control here at the bottom, and it was about time. Tychus with the big red button right now. Can they go for the play here? Oh, the big sleeper setup! And the kill against Cassia. Cassia down. Hoga is poking hard. Ding, 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 ding. And then he dies a second later. But Deckard Cain is dead, and they're trying to go for Garrosh. He's already low, and they are really pushing the agenda now. They have also the entire camp escorted into the fort, so that one is going to fall for sure. They're saving Kira for now. The structure is going to get dropped. But then again, the next goal has to be the objective here. Now that we're 20 minutes in, I mean, why wouldn't you? Can also try and get a few more camps soon, but break through the wall, also not a bad move. But I would still at least leave at least one guy on the objective. But, well, they don't care. They're just gonna try and end it without it. Apparently they realize that they're just not having the impact with the objective than they expected. It's honestly one of the things, this is why one of the reasons why the map is always a little bit weird, because oftentimes the objective doesn't do as much as you would hope for. It's pretty, I mean, it doesn't really have a huge impact compared to other maps, where you can, with the Dragon Knight at that moment in time, more or less end the game. But if they would grab it now, especially with some of these forts already eliminated, you should be able to get it. The kill against Garrosh, on the other hand, is a huge blow, because he's down for another minute. And that means the keep is gone. And a bit more, that could result to the core being taken here. So the keep is down. Could even try to go to the top and take another one down if they don't want to go for the core right away. The old man... Yeah, well, they isolate Kira and they're able to kill her, but that's about it. Deckard is telling stories again. Oh, back in my day, we didn't have email. We wrote letters and postcards. And everybody just tells him to shut the fuck up. But he still got the kill. Well, not he, but he prepped it, right? So, objective at the bot lane continues to be... Oh, look at that! Someone found it! The secret objective! It was finally found! They figured it out, and he uses it immediately to Hearthstone away from it. Okay. Same time now, they're also going up to the top, so the red team is a little bit confused. They're like, where are they? And they're trying to take the objective over at the bottom of the map. Now this one is going to be taken. This is, by the way, a problem. Double catapult, because as mentioned before, this is not going to survive if the catapult makes it in. Let's not forget that we're 21 minutes into the game, right? So we have, by now, scaling on the catapults that is significant. Both of the teams are just trying to steal stuff. And I still need someone to deal with that, because that's a double catapult right now. And nobody deals with it, so bye keep. This one could have been saved, but nope, there it is. Easy kill. That was avoidable. Well, 13 kills to 9, 2 keeps gone, and here comes the flank bait. I have no idea what Hanzo is doing at the top. Trying to go for the camp, really? What for? Instead, could help the team. Where's that arrow? There's the arrow. And yeah, I'll call that a nope. Anyways, A for effort. The rest of the team is in here too. Wait, did he actually? Ha! I stand corrected. Look at him. He went for play of the game. That makes a little bit more sense now why he went to the top side. Alright. People still use that? Play of the game. He went for it. And, well, that's also the reason why the bullseye earlier didn't stun. That makes so much more sense now. But yeah, that arrow, it achieved his goal. It was never supposed to hit, you know? He just wanted to make sure that he could join the team. Anyways, now that they're going for the fight, that's the moment. Can the red team turn it around? Yeah, they're trying. Tigers with the minigun. So much damage, but is it going to be enough? Everybody is a bit low. Deckard Kane is trying to keep them alive. Here comes the big red button, baby. Maybe a bit late considering that the blue team is already running away, but hey, 91,000 for Tigers. He is so close to joining the 6-digit club, but look at this. Half of the duration of Odin has just been used to walk. Like, he doesn't do any damage with it, just simply because there was nobody there anymore. Finally, he can do a little bit, but Odin duration is gonna run out soon already. Another big stun. Hello, team, and the kill. Deckard Kane is dead again. Cassia's down. Oh, the stun, the CC, the triple, the quad kill. And this is gonna be the end. It seems like we have a champion, everyone. We have a champion. Unless they brain fart completely in this one after they just hit the 5-man team wipe. We have a victory for Team Hivemind. A 3-1 in the grand final of the Legendary Cup over owning while out drafted. Yeah, good one for them. 3-1 victory. They crown themselves the champion of Season 14. So congratulations to the boys in blue over here. Nicely done and a convincing victory. A little bit of a setback on Cursed Hollow, but outside of that, very dominant performance. So shout out to them. Well played. And of course, we're going to see a little bit more action with Heroes Lounge soon when we're focusing on Division 1 and the Mythical Championship.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.